Something wrong with you.
Let's go, hurry up! Gotta hurry. Hey, 2-minute situation, 44 seconds, hand the ball around. Gonna do it right. 3 jet Buckeye, don't worry.
The 2-minute drill starts now.
Why did it go 2-minute drill starts now? What?
You hit the wrong sound.
Yeah,
What's going
You're
on?
listening to The Scrimmage with Daniel Hargrove and Justin Domashevitz.
There we go.
Really bad job by me. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't even notice that it was wrong until Daniel asked.
I didn't either.
I was busy trying to get it on my phone.
I also didn't notice that it was wrong.
Wait,
I just heard music in my head, and I was like, this is music I know. Daniel, thank goodness you were here
Yeah.
Do you
to
know
show
what?
us that we were wrong.
Do you know what just happened? Jason Myers just kicked another field goal.
He's going to
That
keep
makes
kicking field goals.
43.
43 on the year?
No.
43 today.
Oh, today.
43 field goals
You
today
know-
because he kept kicking them after the game was over.
I got so excited, like when the game got done, I was like, wait a second. And I was like, hopped on my fantasy, and I was like, dude, I know I've got Jason Myers on one of my teams. Oh, dang it, it's the team that's not playing this week. And
What's it like to have a first round bye?
It's pretty great.
It happens to me a lot, and then I usually lose in my first playoff week. So I'm like, I'm not too excited about it.
I think I'm playing Andrew. So there's
In
a
fantasy baseball, I had a first round bye, and then all my players got hurt during that bye, and then I lost the next week.
in one of the fantasy football leagues that all three of us are in. Andrew was first, you were second, I was fourth. I won my first round playoff matchup. I think I play Andrew now.
Ooh.
So 3 of the 4 teams that are left in that league are the 3 of us.
I will say that is the league where my record is actually reflected by my points scored.
Okay.
Because, yeah, you actually have two more.
That's
Andrew has
Colby's
2
league?
Yeah, he has
Okay.
2 more points than me, and we are in first and second. But if there was a minute where he was in first, and his team hadn't started putting up first place points yet, and it was like, this is
Are
stupid.
you sure that wasn't in the other league?
Was that the other league?
I think
Are
that
you
was
in
the
first
other
place
league.
in the other league too?
No,
Boy, we
I
paid
know,
so-
but,
gosh,
but
this
the
is so
first few
embarrassing.
weeks, I went like 4. I went like 4 games in a row winning with like I had no business winning.
Are you Javante's Inferno?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I missed in that so in that league I'm fourth. In our keeper league, I finished 11 points out of the playoffs. Daniel, you were 6th, I was 7th. And you had 11 more points than me. And then it led me to think, man, I wonder if all those times this season that I had somebody in that was injured or on a bye, if I had plugged somebody into that spot, if I would have made the playoffs.
Probably.
Probably would have.
Just so you know, I'm playing Andrew in the first round in that one.
Dude,
Mullets and mustaches.
Yeah.
We got
really
ourselves
close.
a game.
Really?
Andrew's projected to win 57% to 43%.
What's the score, though?
The score is 95 to 81. He's projected to have 101, and I'm projected to have 98.
That's a playoff score. Score.
I currently have Aaron Jones. That's my last player. And Daniel has DK Metcalf and Waddle.
I've
Waddle
got
to play.
Decaf Metcalf and Waddle Waddle. Waddle Waddle. That should be his nickname.
A bottle of water.
A bottle of water. But that team has been so injured this year.
This is gonna suck for me though, because I'll just have to watch you with 2 receivers on Monday night and nothing scoring points for me.
Yeah.
Dude, the NFC West is so good. Have you guys noticed that?
It is really good.
Has anybody noticed that?
I don't think anybody has.
I don't think anybody anywhere has noticed how good the NFC West
So-
is. I think, Justin, you're the first person to realize.
The 3 best records in the NFC are the 4 best records in the NFC are 3 from the NFC West and the Bears at 10-4.
The Bears?
Oh, Bears.
But also,
can't be
I'm
real
looking at
life.
this. Okay, in the entire NFC, there are 7 teams with a positive point differential. 3 of them are in the NFC West.
What?
Guys, this is breaking news. The NFC West is
Breaking-
really good.
Breaking news.
Are they good, Justin, or do they just beat up on each other?
Well, I mean, I here's the thing.
Actually,
Did they take over for the Pac-12?
Nick Sisson, is that his last name?
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Has a point. Because I was like, the Seahawks are really good. And he's like, are they though? Who have they beaten? And I think today they showed that, yes, they won again, but they also beat a quarterback who literally was right about to be Hall of Fame eligible because he's been retired for so long. That's wild.
He's a grandpa.
He is a grandpa. They literally beat a grandpa today. How mean is that? The defensive line for the Seahawks were sacking a grandpa. That's just mean.
It's kind of disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful.
Like, respect your elders.
He's got like an 18-year-old son in the stands. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Very weird.
Not a big Phillip Rivers fan.
Really?
He went
says
to
funny
NC
stuff.
State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's true.
I like him.
And he's obnoxious.
I'm
kind of a goofball.
You say he's super obnoxious and also
I hate obnoxious people.
super wholesome. The reason I kind of like him is that he seems super wholesome and nice and also incredibly obnoxious, and I just think that's a hilarious.
He's like that weird
combination.
homeschooled kid who's actually like super confident at whatever sport they play, probably golf, and they aren't afraid to tell you about it.
But they refuse to curse.
They refuse to curse.
Yeah.
And their trash talk is like, oh, I bet you wish you could spend all your summers in Arizona like me. That's why you suck. And they're like,
I bet you wish you could sleep till 10 a.m., but you can't because you have to go to school. I got all my schoolwork done in 49 minutes today. You went to school for 6 hours.
spent the rest of the time at the range honing my craft.
Just a couple of homeschool kids cutting it up.
Yep. You know.
I've like my Instagram algorithm right now for some reason is flooded with the videos that make fun of homeschool kids for being weird.
Really?
I don't know why. I think I must have liked a couple of them.
I don't know why.
What do you mean? What do you mean, Andrew?
What do you mean?
The algorithm gives you things you like, Justin. That's its entire purpose.
The algorithm thinks for some reason that I'm not socially developed. It's weird.
That's bizarre.
Keeps giving me videos about homeschool kids not knowing how to relate to the real world. It's just not realistic.
They know where Iowa is?
Oh, Hannah coming off the top rope asking if homeschool kids know where Iowa was, except for Justin, who was homeschooled and didn't know where Iowa was.
I know where Iowa is now.
Now, name one state that's connected to it.
Nebraska.
I feel like that's right, but I don't know. Who cares about those states in the middle? I'm just kidding.
Freaking Midwest.
Like, get some water. Like, how about
What's up with islands? Get more land.
Yes.
What's up with deserts? Get less sand.
I quoted Magnets, how do they work? And then was like, yeah, I know some ICP lyrics. And people were like, really? I was not expecting that from you. And I'm like, trust me, it's not because I listened to them.
I don't want to talk to a scientist.
Don't finish that line. I just remembered that line. Just remembered that line.
You know the problem with that for me is that I have a really hard time remembering what are the lyrics of the actual ICP song and what are the lyrics of the parody song that was made
By SNL.
by SNL.
Yeah.
Because I know the what's up with islands get more land, what's up with deserts get less sand. That was from the parody song.
Gotcha.
But
Yeah.
other lyrics pop up. Like the
And you can't
Magnets, how
tell.
did they work? That was from the ICP song,
That's
I
the
think.
real one. Yeah. Magnets. How do they work?
Insane Clown Posse, for those of you who don't know the shorthand that we're using. ICP is Insane Clown Posse, and it's a real band, in case you don't know.
Yep.
Go look them up. No, don't actually
Don't do
look them
it.
up. They're terrible.
Nah. Don't need to. Can't do it.
Well, anyway, I think that's about all we have for our
Yeah,
show
so,
today.
good show today.
Good show. Yes. Daniel Hargrove.
good
I'm
game.
Justin Domashevitz, producer Andrew. Did you just good game me?
I did. Felt like the right thing to do.
Handshake line. Yeah, good game. Okay. Are we actually going to talk about more stuff though?
Yeah, I guess we probably should. I mean, I spent time putting stuff in the show sheet,
Yeah.
and then you spent time redoing all of it. So
I would say refining it. Yeah.
just like some refiner's fire, just put all of
Yeah.
it in the flames.
Right.
What came out was golden.
It was fine, but by the time I was done with it, it was refined.
Oh, snap.
Let's-
Are you sure you don't want to do we could do our normal show, or
Yeah.
you could talk for 2 hours about the political climate of circa Israel, about 30 BC.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you want to talk about that instead?
Yeah, so,
since you
well-
did a bunch of study about that.
Well,
BC.
the Israelites were it's more like
That's
probably
right
20.
at the tail end of the Republic.
It's more like probably 20 between 20 and 6 BC.
okay.
The Israelites were under Roman rule. They were feeling very oppressed.
So I wasn't that far off.
No, you're pretty close. You're pretty close. Well, I think most people think that Jesus Christ was born roughly around somewhere between 4 and 10 BC.
Okay.
Is when Jesus was born.
So why don't we,
But the Israelites were under Roman rule, definitely feeling oppressed.
Yeah.
There was a census, which was actually that happened since we're in the Christmas season.
This is what everybody wants to know.
Yeah, the census was happening. It was something that the Romans already did every 14 years, but the Israelites, even though they were under Roman rule, they didn't have to do the census because it was mostly to keep track of people that could be drafted into the military. Since they were exempt from the Roman military service,
Okay.
they didn't have to do it. But when Caesar Inquarius or Quintorus or whatever the guy's name was took over around the time that Jesus was born,
Quattro Macho?
it started with a Q, I think.
Q?
So he required them then to
Surprised Andrew didn't just know that off the top of his head. Seems like something
everyone.
he would know.
Everyone in the Roman Empire then was required to do the census, and at the
Gotcha.
time, the Jews didn't know what the census was going to lead to.
Right.
But Mary and Joseph had to travel from Nazareth to Bethlehem, which was Joseph's birthplace.
And you said about 80 miles?
80 miles, long trip for a 9-month pregnant woman.
Yeah. Super
So
pregnant.
they made that trip, and that census actually ended up becoming very controversial because the Romans used that data as a way to tax the Jews in a way that they felt was also very oppressive. It was called a poll tax, and it was about 1 day's wage. So it's not a huge tax,
Right.
not like what they imposed in Seattle, regularly, just
Whenever
throwing
they-
out taxes,
yeah.
whatever.
Rain tax.
Yeah. So it was minor,
up.
but it
It's
was
a real
it was
thing.
a symbol of the oppression.
Are you trying to remember Octavian?
No.
So the first empire was
Okay.
Caesar Augustus,
All right.
also known as Octavian. That was his name before he was renamed.
Okay.
The second emperor was Tiberius.
Hold on. I'm going to find this.
Really? Maybe it was
Caligula came after that.
maybe it wasn't the emperor. Maybe it was like a
Well, that's what
regent of the
I'm
area.
wondering. I that's why I was making a weird face because I was
Gotcha.
like, I don't
Right.
think there's an early Roman Empire that starts with a Q.
Dude, we had somebody in the comments just say, "Aren't the Kraken playing Buffalo?"
Oh,
I know
actually,
this
it
is
was
a-
Octavian. It was Octavian. That's
Gotcha.
my bad. That's my bad.
So that's the first Roman emperor.
Dude, we lost 2 viewers. And I want to say it's because Andrew interrupted your flow, not because we were talking about
I was pretty close to being
politics.
done.
I
Anyway.
know.
Yeah.
I'm just I just thought it was funny
Dang it, Andrew.
the timing of it.
For the record, Daniel, I'm far more into the Roman Republic than the Roman Empire. So I have a vague recollection of the emperors, but
When did the Roman Republic start?
right about when did it start?
Yeah.
I want to say 700 BC
Okay.
or 600 or 700 BC, somewhere in there.
So they did a lot of their dominating under the Republic, and then
They built
decided.
the empire under the Republic.
Interesting.
Yes.
And then they were like, "We need an emperor," or was
Well,
Octavian? We're
it
like,
turns
"I'm gonna
out-
do this."
It turns out that being a city-state that is literally controlling all of the known world
Yeah.
and
Kinda tough.
and bringing in an insane amount of slaves to do all of the work is really destabilizing to the original government that worked great when it was a city.
That makes sense,
We're down to 1
Yeah.
viewer.
dude. We just
That's Andrew.
Ouch.
But
Rude.
Apparently everybody thinking about the Roman Empire,
This is really,
like, apparently that's not actually accurate. I thought we were going to gain viewers by going off on that
ridiculous. If you
Ouch.
that was Daniel's point to gain viewership.
Well, that's like a meme, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are guys?
Yeah.
Like, guys.
how
always
often do you think about the Roman Empire?
Yeah, a lot. And apparently that's not. Oh, we're back up to 4 viewers.
Oh.
We got them back.
Okay.
Woo!
That was close.
All right.
There are times that I think, you know what, it's probably a bad idea to leave the YouTube stats up so you can see them.
Yeah, most of the time that's probably a bad idea.
They're probably fake anyway. It's just the Matrix trying to trick
it-
our brains into thinking something is real when it's not.
Is it bad that when Andrew said there are times that I immediately went to like times, and half a time? Like, all right. Anyway, it's time for the local sports roundup. We have a weird show. Have you noticed that?
Aberdeen picked up 2 boys basketball home wins this week. First,
Where'd
a
they
50-46 win over Mark Morris on Monday, then a 62-34 victory over Forks on Wednesday. Isaac Garcia led the Bobcats in scoring and rebounding against Mark Morris with 19 and 8. Jacob Cusada led the Bobcats with 20 points against Forks, including 5 trays, and Garcia recorded 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 steals. That's a lot.
Montesano's boys basketball team remained undefeated on the season with a pair of road wins this week, with first 57-30 at Rainier on Monday, then 54-46 at Shelton on Thursday. Against Rainier, Mason Fry racked up 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks, while Caden Grubb scored 14 with 4 boards. Dang it, no Grubbs rule broken early this episode. Against Shelton, Grubb and Tarek Gunter scored 13 points apiece for the Bulldogs, and Fry added a milkshake. Added 12 points to go along with the team best 11 boards.
Elma improved to 3-1 this boys basketball season with a 55-43 win at Forks on Friday. Isaac McGaffey led the Eagles with 16 points. Tanner Moe added 10. Moe led the Eagles with 6 assists to go along with 4 rebounds and a steal, while McGaffey had 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and 4 dimes.
Willapa Valets boys basketball team topped
That's the
Raymond.
Willapa people who park your car for you.
Yes.
The Willapa valets.
And they topped Raymond South Bend 67-42 in Raymond on Thursday. Valet was led by Balane Kings. Game high Game high 26 points.
Out of control.
While Brody Ousts added 15 points and 8 rebounds. Tanner Morris scored 18 points to lead RSB.
Ocasta's boys basketball team beat Lake Quinault 69-32 on Tuesday in Westport.
Whoa!
Sonny Beard droped 28 points for the Wheeled Cats. Wheel also grabbing 9 rebounds, recording 3 steals, and blocking 4 shots.
I've never been so happy in my life. Montesano's girls basketball team opened its week with a 66 home loss to Tootle Lake, which isn't even a real lake. It's just Tootle. On Monday, Jilly Dalen led the Bulldogs with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Monty bounced back with a 45-41 win over Clajoya. On Wednesday, Dalen did Dalen things, dropping 28 points to go along with 7 boards and 6 steals. Jordan Perry added 8 points for the Bulldogs. And Camille Vandevender.
It's Vendivender.
I like my way better.
Okay.
Vandevender?
Vendivender.
Vandevender! Chipped in 7. Monty fell to Napavine at 56-13 on Thursday. You know what? I really want to be like a PA announcer guy. I feel like those guys have the most fun.
Do it on the next read that you do, okay?
Okay.
Elma's Lady Hoopers took a loss at home on Monday, 51-39 against Mossy Rock. Michaela Roberts led the Eagles with 16 points, including 4 3-pointers. Elma was back in action at home on Tuesday and fell to Block A Hills 59-49. Olivia Moore exploded for 28 points to lead all scorers in the loss while also gathering 9 rebounds. Elma picked up its first win of the season on Thursday, 52-46 at Kalama. Moore led the Eagles with 20 points, 15 rebounds, 4 steals, and 3 assists. That's a big-time game for the senior. Roberts added 18 points, 7 steals, and 5 boards.
That's a lot of thefts. Hoquiam girls basketball team crushed El Waco at home on Tuesday, 55-14. Aaliyah Kennedy paced the Grizzlies with 25 points while also pulling down 13 boards, swiping 6 steals, and blocking 3 shots into the faces of her opponents. Sydney Gordon also had a double-double with 18 points and 10 rebounds, while Lexi LaBounty recorded an impressive triple single. What?
It's an impressive triple single.
Oh.
It's a triple single, but it's an impressive one.
With 8 points, 9 assists, and 7 steals.
9 assists is crazy in a high school game.
Hoquiam won again at home on Thursday, 59-36 over Aberdeen. Kennedy led all scorers with 22 points. LaBounty added 16. Bentley Brown led the Bobcats with 13 points, and the Grizzlies capped their week with a 39-27 home loss against Toodle Schmoodle.
Toodle Schmoodle is right.
So, like, when I was thinking PA announcer guy, they really emphasized the names.
Yeah.
And I only caught on to that, like, halfway through that. So
Raymond South Bend picked up a girls' basketball win on Monday at Toledo. 33-31. Cassie Koski led the Ravens with 11 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 steals. RSB won again on Wednesday in Mossy Rock, 46-40. Koski and Ava Bauer scored 14 points apiece.
Dude, the way you said Cassie Koski graduated from PA announcer guy to anime, like, fight move.
Cassie Koski!
Like,
she's the attack.
yes. That was
The
awesome.
fireball comes out of my hands.
That was awesome. Walapa Valays, girl. Dude, if I keep going with this, people aren't going to know what we're talking about.
Willapa Valley.
Yeah, girls basketball team beat Mary Knight 40-34. Friday
Are out of control.
on Friday in Matlock.
We need
We're
a
in
producer
Matlock.
that will scold you and reprimand you for
Tyler.
your malfeasance.
Tyler Keaton led the Vikings with 16 points and 12 rebounds, while Kylie Fluke chipped in 10 points and 7 steals. Another fluke!
Ocasta's girls basketball team beat Lake Quinault 47-18 on Tuesday in Westport. Ellie Morante led the way for the Wildcats with 18 points, 13 rebounds, 4 blocks, and 2 steals. But Bristol Toll put together a stellar performance of her own with 18 points, 7 steals, and 5 boards. The Wildcats won again 52-16 on Friday at Wishkah Valley. Toll scored a game-high 23 points to go along with 10 rebounds, 7 steals, and 5 assists. Morante added 17 points and 13 boards.
The Aberdeen boys swim team and dive team
like what you did
opened
there.
up its season against the Kelso
Aberdeen.
Highlanders. I should have kept the
Aberdeen.
Scottish. Yeah. And Shelton in a 3-way dual meet on Tuesday in Shelton. The Bobcats lost to Shelton 109-70 and to Kelso 94-83 at the meet. Aberdeen winners included senior Jackson Cheehawk. Is that Cheehawk?
Probably.
I think that's Cheehawk. 1 meter dive, 113.2 points, and junior Cooper Gill 100 backstroke, and senior Cole Nylander the 100 breaststroke. And that concludes the locale sports
Roundup. That was. I would like to formally apologize to everyone who listened to that and didn't realize that we really are just in this for our own entertainment.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Nick, now in the comments, after earlier I mentioned that he might be right about the Seahawks because it took him to the last second to be a 44-year-old
Nick
retired
tends to be
quarterback.
right about stuff.
Yeah, I should probably start listening to him
Like
about
Anacortes
things.
football
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yep. let's see. Francis said Empire rankings. Ooh, I like this. Galactic, Klingon, Fire Nation, solid. Cylon, don't remember. I feel like I should know that one. Padishah, Kree, I remember that. Yeah. Mongol, then the Roman Empire, maybe.
I mean, Fire Nation is. Why is that like the only one I recognize from?
Oh,
that?
I know Kree. What's Kree? Oh, Kree is Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, Mongol Empire, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Klingon, that's Star Trek.
Am I not okay? So
the
is
Mongol Empire was not really that significant. It
Wasn't-
was huge for like a half of a breath.
Well, yeah, they
the-
swept
like,
across the globe
it's
like
like-
wildfire.
was that Attila the Hun? Was that?
partially, right?
No.
Am I?
Attila is a Hun, not
Oh,
a
that's
Mongol.
that's a good call.
Wait, those are different things. Dang it! I'm bad at history and geography and math. Oh no! Oh, I'm such a homeschooler.
Let's see. Mahomes or Parsons, whose ACL hurts more? We don't care about. Wait, is it Micah Parsons? Yeah.
I want to go back to that Empire rankings thing.
Yeah.
How much of that is historical and how much of it is sci-fi?
There's a decent
about
amount of
half-half.
sci-fi.
Well, like Fire Nation, that's
Wait.
kind of anime, sort
Yeah.
of. Like, it's American anime, because that's Avatar. Galactic, is
No,
that
it's
Star...
almost all sci-fi.
So
There's the Roman
Galactic is
Empire
Star
and the
Wars,
Mongol
right?
Empire.
But Galactic is Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
And then Klingon is Star
yeah.
Trek.
Yep.
Fire Nation is Avatar The Last Airbender.
What's Cylon?
It's, Battlestar Galactica.
Okay, what's
Battleship Galaxy.
Padishah?
I don't know that one.
Okay, that was the one I didn't
Hold
know.
on. I'm in like a dog with a bone on this one.
All right, then
think the Han
the person who was
Dynasty's
asking
gotta
about
be
the Kraken said, "Nah, it's the organ players in baseball stadiums. They have fun." Oh, I like that. Aberdeen straight up, yeah, got the win over Mark Morris. I think that's what he's talking about because he
Oh,
said
it's Dune.
Dune.
Padishah's Dune.
Gotcha.
It's been a long time since I read that.
Yeah, Francis knew. Oh wait, Francis put it in there, of course. Oh, Borg. Somebody throwing Borg in there. That's another Star Trek
Bjorn
one.
Borg?
No,
Oh, different Borg?
Borg. Cyborg Borg.
That's Star Trek?
Yeah, another Star Trek.
Dang it, I don't know any of the
You
Trekkie
will
stuff.
be assimilated.
I didn't like quite graduate to the nerd level that watches Star Trek and gets really into Lord of the
He
Rings.
skipped
Nah.
right over
Right
Star
past
Trek
it.
I totally
Yeah.
did.
Went
Like
full into the anime.
I
Yep.
skipped over Star Trek and like guys who love the Tolkien world.
Francis also says Seahawks have a kicker. Not sure if they have anything else. Well, they also have a defense, but it didn't look as good against a grandparent as I thought that it should have.
I don't know. They didn't let them.
They scored one
They
touchdown.
scored 3 points in the second half, didn't they?
Well, didn't the
That's
Seahawks
true.
the Seahawks scored 18 points and won? So I feel like their defense was pretty
Their
good.
defense is pretty good. You're right. But the caveat to that is they're playing a grandparent who
That's
literally
fair.
hasn't played in 5 years. Let's see. Yeah. I want to say, hey, the one thing that Nick was wrong on was his point spread for that Mark Morris Aberdeen game. Because he said Monarchs by 5, I think. The Bobcats got it done.
Yeah, they did.
And I forgot to bring my stat sheet in here, so I can't go more in depth onto that.
You
except
can
for-
talk about it though.
It was a fun game to broadcast.
I want to talk
I
about.
was mildly concussed.
I want to
during
talk
it.
more
maybe
about what
significantly
happened to you
concussed.
slightly before the game.
I'm not sure how much of the game I remember. Do
That-
you think this is due to the concussion?
Do I think it's doo-doo? Is that what you just said?
Is that what I said? I don't. I hit my head really hard.
Okay, so for context for the listeners, some of them might know because I did tell this story at work the next day.
You did?
But Daniel, why don't you tell us what happened to you before your broadcast on Monday?
All right, so I for those of you who don't know, I started a new job in September. And it takes up a ton of brain space because it's a lot of learning. And I still feel like I'm learning a ton. And so I got home on Monday and I was like, "Oh, I can relax now." Like my brain has just been like super taxed trying to learn all this new stuff.
Yeah, homeschool kid problems.
Yeah, and then at like 6:30, I want to say it was at 6:30. I'm sitting on the couch, and I go. My wife walks into the room, and I go. She doesn't say anything. She walks into the room, and I go, "Ah! I'm supposed to be broadcasting a game right now." And I like run out the door and I'm sprinting down the steps. And apparently there's a beam at the bottom of the steps that is Daniel height.
New house
Yes.
you just lived in for the last couple months.
Yeah. And I crash, like my head just goes right into the beam. And I just crumple down on the ground and like, ah! Like yell.
Twitching and foaming at the mouth, probably.
I don't remember if I was foaming at the mouth.
No, you don't remember any of
What
it.
I do remember is I thought I got a bloody nose. And and by the way, I hit my forehead, so I didn't hit anything near my nose. But I hit like if you're watching on the stream, I hit like right here.
There's a little pink mark on your forehead.
That's from the hat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
you
hit
sure?
like right here above the
Okay.
hairline, and I started to think I got a bloody nose, but
got a
I
good
checked
hairline.
it, and it was like this pinkish, like watery pinkish stuff coming out of my nose, which
Coach says that's fine.
yeah, it's gonna be bleeding out of the ears. And so I was like, oh, I don't know, and I was feeling kind of woozy, and my wife comes down, and she starts like, well, let me check you for a concussion, and I was like, pretty sure, yeah. And then she starts shining a flashlight in my eyes, but she didn't like say anything. She just kept doing it. And then she was like, all right, now close your eyes. Now open them and start shining the flashlight. And she looked really concerned. But again, to my memory, again, this could be completely wrong.
Probably is.
She didn't say anything like, oh, yep, that's not right. Don't go anywhere. And so I was like, I gotta go. And so I like left. Drove.
Yeah.
Went and got the stuff from the radio station because I was supposed to pick up the equipment after work at the radio
You
station.
didn't even have the equipment.
Didn't have it.
Okay.
Drove to the radio station, drove to the game, set everything up, broadcasted the game.
What time did you... So this was like 6:30, you said, when
Yeah.
you realized it.
Yeah, so
The
I
game
think
tips off probably around 7.
Around 7, yeah.
So what time did you get all set up and ready to go?
I got maybe it was a little before 6:30, or maybe the game started a little late. Okay. All I know is I got everything set up in time to get all of my pre-game commercial breaks in.
Okay.
So probably around
Just
6:45.
solid commercials for 5 minutes
6:45,
before the game.
6:50. No, I didn't do that. I talked a little bit about it,
Okay.
and because Nick, I don't know if Nick is still here, but because we had talked to Nick, I actually had pre-game stuff to talk about without being able to talk to either of the coaches.
It's impressive you
'Cause-
remembered that.
That's a good point. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, did the show or game,
You're still suffering effects. Yeah.
but for the life of me, like normally I'm pretty good after doing a game the next week to like remember a lot of stuff about it.
Yeah. So tell us about it.
Luke Martin's not 6'4".
Okay.
Daniel's takeaway.
No, okay, let's see.
Isaac Garcia's really good. Jacob Cusada can shoot.
Yeah, but he didn't shoot well in this game.
Okay.
So Cusada had like most of his points from the free throw line. They only had 1 3-pointer. This was a weird Aberdeen game. Normally Aberdeen shoots well from the outside. They only had 1 3-pointer. Okay, now it's all coming back to me. They only had 1 3-pointer.
Do you want me to hit you in the head again?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Xanto Rea hit the 3-pointer.
Oh.
And he played a great game on defense, as he always does. But what I thought was
Classic
interesting
Xanto.
about their defensive strategy is they didn't put Xanto on ball against the best guy, which I thought was weird because he's definitely the type of player that can shut somebody down.
Yeah.
But I'm not positive if this is true, like what they did, but what it seemed like they did was put Xanto on the worst guy and then just said, hey, whenever you think you can go steal the ball, do it. Because he did that about 8 or 9 times, where it was like he completely left whoever he was
And
covering.
You were so jealous.
Dude, I was so jacked. I was like, just my guy Xanto again, like just knocking the ball away. But he was just ambushing dudes. Like they'd be dribbling down the floor. And, most of Aberdeen's guards, they're all good defenders. Some are better than others. But what they all do is play really tight defense.
Yeah.
And so they would like play really tight defense, and the ball handler, whether they were too worried about it or not, would at some point have to turn, and then Xanto would appear out of nowhere and then poke the ball away, and it was just like, oh, it was beautiful. Anyway,
And all Daniel could think about was Man,
My head hurts.
when I was in high school,
Oh.
if a coach had ever done that, let me guard the worst guy and then just help off and go steal the ball.
I actually don't know if I was. Now that you mention it, I don't know if my basketball IQ was high enough to do something like that. I was really good at this is your job, don't let them score.
Okay.
I don't know if my basketball IQ was good enough to know, hey, this is when you can just completely leave a guy and go steal the ball. I had teammates like that. I remember one year I played with Chris Reinvan, and he probably had 6 steals a game from going and stealing the ball from the guy I was covering. He did that a lot. And I remember always thinking, that's really cool. I don't know if I could do that. But
Is that a basketball IQ thing to know when you can leave your guy and steal the ball?
When's
Or
a
is
good
it-
time? Yeah.
Or is it just that if you can steal the ball, it's always a good time to leave your guy?
Well, I
and
think that's the
steal
thing. Can you get to the ball and
Right,
go steal
okay.
it? I think it takes a high IQ to know
Oh, okay.
to answer either of
I
those
was
questions.
thinking it just took being really quick.
Where were the Huns from?
But
Maybe
Mongols were from Mongolia. Where were Huns from?
Mongolia. I don't know.
They were also from the Eastern Steppes, I believe.
Okay.
There's
Hey Siri,
there's
where were the Huns from?
there was a
The
succession.
Huns were nomadic people who lived in Central Asia, the
Yeah.
Caucasus,
Why-
and Eastern Europe between the 4th and 6th centuries AD.
Does it make you feel
This
smarter
answer's
to
from
have?
Wikipedia.
Does it make you feel smarter to have your Siri have an accent?
My Siri's Irish. If anything, it would make me feel dumber, wouldn't it?
Whoa! Shots!
I'm part Irish. It's okay.
Shots fired at the potato
I'm
people.
part Irish. It's okay.
Is it though?
I'm more Polish than
I was gonna
Irish,
say,
but
you're
I'm
pretty-
still
You're pretty
part
Polish.
Irish.
Back to the game.
Sorry.
Gosh, what was the kid's name for Mark Morris? They had one really good player who Aberdeen did a good job taking care of for most of the game, but he still ended up with most of their points. They're pretty young, as Nick mentioned, and their big guys were having trouble not fouling people. So yeah, those all played into that game. But the interesting part about this one though, Justin, you're not paying attention. But that's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I was trying to look up the kid's name from Mark Morris. I am listening.
The Bobcats didn't shoot well from the outside, and they just found a way to grind and keep grinding and win. They also got out-rebounded by a ton, and the turnover battle wasn't that much of a difference that it would overcome from that. So they really just had to grind out and figure out a way to win this game where they got out-rebounded, where they weren't having a great shooting night, and they figured out a way to get it done. And that was the impressive part, because while Mark Morris is young, it's still a really good program that you expect a lot from. And when you don't have your A game in a night to still be able to get the win, that was impressive. And Isaac Garcia down the stretch just kind of took over and put the team on his back and got the win.
So I've been trying to kind of
Scoring wise,
put my finger on, what do we expect from this Aberdeen team? Because they got a ton of seniors.
yep.
They've got a ton of experience. Like Jacob and Isaac and a handful of these other guys. Like Xanto's been playing since he was a sophomore.
Riker. I always forget.
Riker Scott's been playing for a while.
How do I always forget Riker's name whenever I talk about it? He plays awesome.
Maybe you just don't like him. So I don't know. I'm not inside your head, but I don't even know.
You're
if
the one who's like, I know who you are.
Okay. I did do that.
Yeah.
But also I'm trying to put my finger on how, what is the ceiling here?
Yeah.
Because we've talked a lot about 2A boys basketball. Mark Morris is kind of that's a program, right? So a down year for Mark Morris, which I think they're in right now,
Yeah.
is, are we going to make the state tournament or not?
Yep.
And when you're Aberdeen and you're fighting an uphill battle where number one, your district is really good.
Yeah.
Number two, you play in a league with WF West and Tumwater. And now you have a Black Hills team that actually has a lot of potential. And what's more, I think what we learned from Nick was that District 4, or maybe this was Matt who said this, But District 4 is only going to get probably only going to get 3 berths into state. So between Greater St. Helens and Evergreen 2A, likely only getting 3 berths into the state tournament.
Right.
It's going to be tough. Like, it's an uphill battle in a way that I think a lot of teams, if you're in a different classification or a different district, it's not quite as tough to make that push to the state playoffs. So I'm trying to place, like, with this Aberdeen team, normally we would go senior leadership, lots of talent, lots of experience. Like, this would be a team that I would think we'd be saying that's a state playoff team.
Right.
But circumstances make that difficult. And in a way, it's like a double-edged sword in a way, because I'm going, okay, for Evergreen 2A this year, Tumwater seems vulnerable. WF West seems vulnerable. Black Hills, it's a really good team for Black Hills, but they're not at the level of those other teams. So there's like this kind of cluster with Aberdeen of 4 teams that are going to be vying for those spots. But if you rewind to last year, Greater St. Helens swept the playoff state berths.
Yeah.
So they went in and stole all the state berths from the Evergreen 2A league.
Stole them.
So it's going to be tough. It's like a real uphill battle for Aberdeen to get to state. So I'm trying to figure out where I think this team should aspire to land.
Right.
What do you think about that?
I think they should aspire to land at the top of their league.
Yeah.
And from that, hopefully find their way into the state tournament. Nick says Mark Morris might not make districts this year.
That's so crazy.
That's nuts.
That's so crazy.
That would break like a 30-year streak for them. Or maybe they had one down year in there somewhere. Gosh.
Nick says R.A. Long, Black Hills, Columbia River are the teams he thinks is most likely to make it from District 4.
And Black Hills has a really good player, so that's who's carrying them.
Yeah. But they have a pretty good senior class too. They got the Morrill twins that they're from Aberdeen. They're in Black Hills. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they were playing for Aberdeen right now?
Well, they kind of get lost in the mix. I think there's so many guards there.
That's true. They're guards too.
Yeah. I mean, they're good players. So like they're good players. So I don't want to assume that they wouldn't be part of what's happening.
Right.
They would be good.
Right.
But, would they be able to, be as good as they are in Black Hills? Because I don't know.
Mark Morris, Nick, is that kid going to be eligible at some point in the year? Because they do have a 6'6" dude who's just like waiting in the wings, but transferred from Kelso this year, which is wild because Kelso's good this year, as Nick mentioned. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they had somebody transfer out, that blows me away. The transferring in high school sports.
The Highlanders.
Just nuts. And Nick, if you wouldn't mind, if you're in the comments still, please remind me who Mark Morris's best player is, that guard.
I tried to look it up. It wasn't in the article.
It wasn't.
I feel like I saw it also at some point somewhere else, but I couldn't come up with it.
I know the name, but I can't think of it right now. Anyway, he was a good player. Made some big-time plays down the stretch for them. And it's just wild to me to think of how good that league is if Mark Morris isn't even going to make the district tournament.
Yeah.
Like, that would blow me away. He'll be eligible after game 9.
Okay.
And I think
Drew, there it is.
Drew Ibarreta. Yes.
Okay.
That's who it was. He's a solid player. He's a good player. Surrounded by a lot of young pieces.
Yeah.
There. I think Aberdeen's got to go take this league, man. Like, Tumwater's not the Tumwater they've been. Black Hills is good. Go get them.
Yeah.
Like, that should be your goal.
We've seen local teams play Black Hills already. They don't seem unbeatable.
Yeah, WF West is having a down year. Like, this is the year. Go get it.
Hoquiam played Black Hills pretty tough until late in the game.
Was that healthy Hoquiam or Hoquiam the last?
I think
couple
that was
games?
when they were Hoquiam. I think that was when they were healthy.
Okay, I was gonna say because they were missing like half of their starting lineup the last couple games.
Maxfield was out and somebody else was out.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me. Like, so I think Coach Brooks would be okay with me saying this. Actually, I was going to try and schedule him to come on because he said he wanted to come on and say this.
Yeah.
But he says he's going to get Hoquiam twice this year.
Yeah.
Do it.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
They're going to beat Hoquiam twice this year.
But They probably should have the last couple of years, and they didn't.
I think they're going to.
Are they?
I think so.
Are they?
I think so.
Okay.
I think Aberdeen. I think Aberdeen's boys basketball team will beat Hoquiam twice this year. Yeah. Does it hurt you that I said that?
It does.
Yeah.
Well, should they? Are they a team that I think is designed, or maybe not designed? Are they a team that's perfectly built to beat Hoquiam? Yes.
Yeah.
Neither of them have size, and Aberdeen has like 12. This is an exaggeration, but they've got like 12 different guards that they could just keep rolling out there to play good defense.
Yeah.
They should beat Hoquiam twice this year. And yet,
If you were them, would you go?
and yet,
Yeah.
you never know when Lincoln's just going to put up like 40 points.
So, assuming Coach Brooks will watch this, Daniel,
He might. I'll see him on Monday.
do
Actually, I'm going.
would you
Wait,
go?
I just remembered. I'm broadcasting the game tomorrow.
So,
I should probably.
You're so
So-
far ahead of it.
Daniel,
patted
flashback
that corner
real
yet?
quick.
Yeah.
When
Have you patted that corner yet?
No, I probably should.
Yeah.
a couple years ago, when Monty beat Hoquiam by shutting down Lincoln Nemi, they had one star defensive player take on the assignment of Lincoln Nemi and take him out of the game.
Was that when Lincoln was a freshman?
Sophomore. Right?
Was it last
Freshman.
year?
No, it was freshman.
It was a freshman Lincoln Nemi.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing a direct comparison, but I'm doing more like a strategy.
Okay.
Like, I'm asking you, if you put yourself in the mind of a coach,
Yeah.
do you go, I'm going to take Xanto
Right.
and I'm going to say, that's your assignment, and let him be the guy who takes on the assignment of Lincoln Nemi all game? Or do you decide, because there's options here, because
Right.
like you mentioned, they have a lot of athletic guards. They play
Right.
really aggressive defense.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think Lincoln really thrives when people play aggressive defense on him, and actually you'd be sometimes better off to play really patient defense on him. But do you give one guy the assignment of Lincoln Nemi, or do you try to throw as many different things at him as you can?
I'm always of the belief that if you have the dude, give him the assignment and let him work. So that's, as a fan of Xanto, that's what I would want for him. Just let Xanto cover Lincoln and then help out when necessary. Knowing that Lincoln's the type of player who loves to bully his way into the lane and put up shots, and knowing that Xanto's a little bit smaller. But I don't know. That's what I would do. I think that when you have the type of athleticism that you have, you could do a lot of different things, as you just mentioned. But that's what I always want to see. I want to see the best defender try and lock somebody down.
Yeah.
So that's what I would want to see.
I think I tend to go in that direction also. Like, sometimes when you have a player who's like exceptional, you might have to say, I'm going to put my best defensive player on you, and then also have everyone around him have the assignment to be ready to step up and help.
Right.
You might leave yourself vulnerable at that point to have like Joey Bozic hit 7 threes on you if he's hot on any given night.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I absolutely think that I just did a thing where I was very disrespectful to Hoquiam by saying Aberdeen's going to beat them twice.
I don't think it was disrespectful. It's just how you think the teams are made up this year.
I think Aberdeen's good, man. They're super
Yeah.
experienced. I think they're athletic, and like you said, the matchup. Neither team is going to have a huge size advantage, and Aberdeen, I think, has more depth and experience. And so I'd be pretty surprised if Aberdeen doesn't take both of those games.
But you never know what's going to happen.
True.
There's some weird comments going on. Nick just asked if it was Andrew's
Did someone
burner.
say that someone needs to smell Andrew's beard?
I'm so confused dude. There's some weird comments in there.
Who is that?
I don't know. I can't say their name out loud. That's what it is. Can you still not read even with glasses?
No, I can, but the lamp is sort of in my way, so if I want to see the names, I have to lean a little bit. Yeah, that's okay.
Nick asking if that's Andrew's burner, though, is the best comment.
Yes, it is. That's Andrew's burner.
He's on to you, Andrew.
No, that's not my burner.
All right.
Oh, we actually need to take a commercial break.
Oh, we do. You're right.
Because we have to name an athlete of the week.
We don't have anything on the list. What am I supposed to do?
We'll make it up.
Do you have a legal situation and need someone on your side? Let the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz be your advocate. If you've been the victim of medical malpractice, suffered a personal injury, or need representation with real estate law, small business law, or estate planning, let Jeff Damashevitz put his 29 years of experience to work for you. Call Jeff Damashevitz today at 360-612-3991 or visit damashevitzlaw.com. That's DAMASIEWICZLAW.com.
Thank you again to our sponsors, who we totally are supposed to mention a lot more than I actually remember to do. Damashevitz Law, otherwise known as Jeffrey A. Damashevitz.
No
Dude,
relation.
I'm just blowing this. The law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz. There it is. Got it that time. And Spivey Realty
It's like
Group.
you weren't even listening to the ad, Daniel.
Yeah. The sponsor of our Spivey Athlete of the Week. Yes. We're still waiting for Justin to get back. He went for a run during the commercial break.
Whew, I'm out of breath now from that run.
Dude, get like 2 miles in on that?
Yeah, like 4 actually.
Wow, you're fast. You're almost like, you're almost as, like, you just proved why we're a cross-country show.
Yeah. We have named more cross-country athletes of the week than any other show in the history of Grays Harbor County.
That's absolutely, that's
That
the
is
truth.
a factual statement.
God's honest truth.
Yeah. Okay, so are we talking about athlete of the week?
Yes.
Oh, so
Yes, we are.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
So okay. I've got a couple of kids in mind from our local sports roundup. We didn't receive any nominations this week. Oh, hold on. Actually, I think we received one when we were on the way here.
Yes, we did.
Okay, so we have one for Aaliyah Kennedy.
Yes.
So
I feel like we can just kind of like mark that in. Every week, Aaliyah Kennedy not only is deserving, but will get a nomination, and I love it.
Tudor Lake game, 8 points, 14 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks. Ilwaco game, 25 points, 13 rebounds, 6 steals, 3 blocks. Aberdeen game, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 4 steals, 1 knock on head. I'm not sure what that means.
What? I missed the knock on head.
I don't know.
Is that kind of like my knock on head?
Well,
I got a knock on head.
You should get an Athlete of the Week nomination for playing through injury and broadcasting that Aberdeen Mark Morris game.
Dude, what if the knock on head was like, remember that game where Austin Flock was like bleeding from the forehead for like
I will never
4
forget
possessions?
that. It's burned into my brain. I've never been more angry on.
We're just like, meh.
I've never been more angry, I don't think, over broadcast radio than
We were both
we were
yelling at the officials
when they just let Austin play with a bloody head for like
Yes.
a full minute plus.
Yep. That was wild. By the way, best on-ball defender I've ever seen.
Really?
Yeah. Austin Flock.
Give me a top 5 list.
That I've seen?
Yeah.
Like I've watched play.
With your eyes in high school
I've
basketball.
watched with my eyes.
Well, you watched your own film. So
Did I watch
you're-
my own film?
You did.
I don't think that counts.
Daniel,
They didn't show defensive
Daniel,
highlights.
how many times did you watch your own film?
They didn't really have film like they had now. I'm going to exclude the obvious.
Okay, exclude the obvious Daniel Hargrove. Top 5 list of best on-ball defenders.
Austin Flock.
Okay.
Is
Is this in order? 1 through 5?
He's definitely one.
Okay.
Xanto's up there. I feel like Isaac's up there too. Isaac McGaffey's up there.
Oh, Isaac McGaffey. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were going Isaac Garcia.
Ooh. Nah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Gets
a lot of steals.
Yeah, he does get a lot of steals. I feel like I'm blanking on somebody. There's someone who's way up there.
Well,
And I'm
well,
blanking. Ronnie Espinal was really good.
what about Tiggy?
Oh, yeah. Tiggy was good. Yeah, that's a good one. Yep.
Yeah. What about Peyton Domashevitz? No relation.
I feel embarrassed that I did not put Peyton higher on the list, actually. I think it actually goes Austin Flock, Peyton Domashevitz, Xanto, Tiggy, And then there's a bunch of dudes.
Best on-ball defenders.
On-ball defenders, guards.
Boys category.
Basketball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, basketball on-ball defenders. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Peyton was really good.
I should not have skipped that because obviously you guys are talking about basketball, but I was like, wait, Hutton should be in this list. Based
not in
entirely
basketball.
on the names that were being
If the
said.
list was guys who look most clunky getting rebounds, Hutton Napier's on the top 5 list. Along with Matt Brown.
Yes.
There's a guy from Aberdeen too who was like 5'11" but would get 1 billion rebounds. I can't remember his name. It was about like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Anyway, we sidetracked.
You
Okay,
sidetracked me so hard.
Aaliyah Kennedy. I think Isaac Garcia deserves a Athlete of the Week nomination.
You know what's embarrassing?
He had against Mark Morris, he had 19 and 8, and then against Forks, he had 18 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 steals. I would go for Montesano boys basketball, who, by the way,
the comments are so weird right now.
What does it say?
Andrew had to delete a bunch of them.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I missed all of them.
Andrew, what did they say?
And then, and then Nick just said that he's looking forward to the new comment, first King Kong movie. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Has there ever been a wider on-ball defender than PD is what Francis wanted to know.
A wider on-ball defender.
Then Peyton Damashev's.
He's only like 5'10" and a half, but he's got some long arms, and the kid was thick, man.
He's got wide shoulders attached to the wall.
For a guard,
you know what
he's
I'm gonna
a thick
say?
boy.
I'm not sure. I don't remember how good he was, but Adam Bighill, when he played basketball, was a pretty wide.
I don't think you can get much wider as an on-ball defender than Adam Bighill.
Bighill was so wide.
I would add Ronnie Espinal to that list. That's a pretty wide on-ball defender for a guard.
Yeah, he was pretty wide too.
Yeah. For Monty basketball, I would add Mason Fry to this list. He had in the win, and by the way, undefeated Monty boys basketball so far. They've got some really tough tests coming up.
They're looking good so far, though. They're looking really good.
Yeah, they are. And I mean, 5-0, great start. They've got Tumwater coming up. They have 2 really tough games. I'm blanking on the other one. They have a couple of really tough games coming up. And then obviously when it gets into league play, you never know what's going to happen. But Mason Fry had against Rainier, he had 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 blocks. And then against Shelton, he had a double-double with 12 and 11. So those are definite possibilities. I don't know, like from
no
Elma.
Grubs rule.
No Grubs rule.
No Grubs rule.
And also, Caden, like step it up, buddy. Like just be a little better. Go back to scoring 29 points and getting 19 rebounds, so we can give you Athlete of the Week at some point.
Yep.
I actually talked.
Wow, we didn't give it to him when he did that because a wrestler got his 100th win.
My son. So I got a phone call actually when my son plays JV for Monty, and they had stopped for food on the way back.
Yeah.
And I got a call from my son complaining that Caden had not received Athlete of the Week, and I told him, hey. Yeah, Caden, you played 3 games. Caden had 2 really great games, but in that other game, he only had 9 points and 11 rebounds.
Come on.
So I told him on the phone live with Caden sitting next to him, I said, you tell Caden he needs better than 9 points and 11 rebounds in that 3rd game if he wants Athlete of the Week.
I love that.
I think
Monty's playing R.A. Long in a few weeks. That'll be a tester.
Nah.
Like a test to see if they can come within 20 points of R.A. Long.
Ooh, 20. That's optimistic.
That's the line, man. Maybe that shouldn't be the line.
28.5?
28.5.
It's
hashtag don't bet on high school sports.
Whew. I don't know, man. After seeing what
the
I think,
actual real reason that we say don't bet on high school sports is because we're not good bookmakers.
Well, yeah. Also, I think Aberdeen's a pretty good team. They got destroyed by R.A. Long.
Dude, they're so
good. Destroyed.
Yeah.
And I think Aberdeen's pretty good. So I'm not optimistic about any of our local teams playing against R.A. Long.
Yep.
From Elma, Lady Hoops, I know they've only won one game, but Olivia Moore,
Yeah.
28 points
Dude.
in that one game,
She had some really good
with
games.
9 rebounds as well. And then she also had 20 points, 15 boards, 4 steals, and 3 assists in another game.
Some big games.
Yeah, I mean, we already talked about Aaliyah Kennedy for Hoquiam girls basketball. She's going to be on this list every single freaking week
Easily.
because she's an absolute stud.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that might be.
Dude, give me those Olivia Moore numbers again.
Yeah, so she had, in a loss to Black Hills,
Balake.
28 points and 9 rebounds.
Jeez.
And then in their first win of the season against Kalama, she had 20 points, 15 boards, 4 steals, and 3 assists. It's pretty tough, man.
It's pretty tough.
Yeah. So Gabe Bodwell.
Dave Gobwell.
Yeah, I don't. This is a tough one, man. Like we got some real contenders here.
So Jane Roloff.
Yeah. Well, the new Jane Roloff was Haley Schweppe,
Who then
but
decided to play soccer.
She played soccer, so now it's
Because-
Camille Van Devender.
Van Devender?
Van Devender. She won the
Why
district.
even Van Devender keep trying?
Sorry. That was so bad.
Yeah, I didn't even execute it correctly.
It was pretty
Because
bad.
I said, why even Van Devender?
Yeah.
When you're supposed to say, why Van Devender?
We all
keep
understood
trying?
what you were doing.
Yeah, you know what? Don't patronize me.
Okay.
Wow, this is really tough. I was really leaning. Gosh. And by the way, we also don't have any wrestling stats that we've seen
Yeah.
yet this week. So if you're like, hey, where's all the wrestling stuff?
I feel like I end up explaining this every year.
Yes, and
What-
almost every month.
What happens
It stinks.
is the wrestling stuff doesn't end up in the newspaper until Monday.
Yeah.
So everything that happens from wrestling is from the previous week.
Should we?
We had the rare exception last week of knowing that Xavier Espinosa had his 100th win,
Yeah.
which I just remembered I forgot to post.
Oh my gosh.
So that will be posted along with this week's
I would
athlete of the week.
totally ridicule you for that, except for I literally forget what days I'm broadcasting.
Monday.
And that was before I hit my head.
And now
And now it's just a crapshoot. Will I be at Sam Ben Gym on Monday? I don't know.
But a lot of what happens on wrestling doesn't make it into the newspaper until the day after we record, and then by the time we record again, it's like from more than a week ago.
Yeah.
I have sometimes been able to message the wrestling coaches and get information from them, but it's also kind of a whirlwind for them. Like if they have wrestling meets on Saturday, it's an all-day Saturday thing. And then for them to be able to gather all the information and then they're exhausted from Saturday to then be able to turn it around for us on Sunday is hard.
Yeah.
So if you are a wrestling coach, again, this is something I say every year. If you are a wrestling coach and you're wondering where your representation is on this show, please send us information. You can either send it via message to our Facebook or our Twitter, or you can email us thescrimmage@gmail.com. We really do want to give recognition to wrestlers, but we don't have the information. We don't have the time to sort through the website for the information. But if you give it to us, we will be happy to report it.
You can mail it to us.
You,
Andrew,
you
what's
could.
your address?
123 none of your business lane in Grays Harbor / Mason County.
What's your address? I bet I could figure yours out.
I think our address is technically the law office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz.
Oh, I think you're right.
Yeah, 110 West Market Street.
Is that
Suite
where-
E,
Is that where
Aberdeen, Washington.
people send us mail? Do we have mail?
We don't get mail.
No.
Actually, we do get mail. To be honest, we get mail at my house,
Do we really?
but it's all like pre-approved credit card offers.
Dude, I want a
Is it
credit
we-
card.
I think we do get mail from the state occasionally also that goes to your dad's
Dude.
office.
Oh,
I got a new idea.
Jeffrey A. Domashevitz.
the law office, no relation.
Yeah.
I got a new idea. We start embezzling money from the scrimmage via credit card offers. Hannah says, "Don't plan that on air." solid point there.
We will plan our fraud in another time. Right now we need to pick an athlete of the week.
Francis says Daniel hit his head really hard, and it shows.
Valid.
Can I be honest about the one? So here's the thing with Aaliyah.
Wait just a second. Just because there was another comment about how hard I hit my head, I've told this story a couple times, and I really thought that the weird pinkish fluid coming out of my nose would get a bigger reaction from people, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, no big deal. You just hit your head."
Well,
is that not like
Daniel,
super weird and concerning that I hit my forehead and weird pinkish fluid came out of my nose?
Daniel, you need to understand. If you hit your head right now and weird pinkish fluid came out of your head, of your nose, I would be far more concerned than when you tell me last week I hit my head and weird pink fluid came out of my nose. I'm like, that's crazy. Coach says that's okay. Because I know I can
Andrew's
see
right
that
about
you're
that.
okay.
Well, okay-ish. You're as okay as you normally are.
With a little bit of memory loss from that night.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go with this athlete of the week. Completely, to be honest.
Yeah.
Up front, I don't know who to go with.
Well, my heart wants to go with Mason Fry because he's a Bulldog.
Well, my heart wants to go with Aaliyah Kennedy because she's a Grizzly.
My brain is telling me that Aaliyah might be the right choice, partly because she's a stud and a killer, maybe literally, I'm not sure, but at least statistically, she's a killer, and also she has the escalator of the Myrtle Street rivalry game. So if we have like a host of kids that we feel sort of the same way about, she's the one who led Hoquiam in scoring with 22 points as they really thumped Aberdeen, 59-36.
Yeah.
I mean, Lexi LaBounty had a great game too, and she had that really impressive triple single. But I think I would lean Aaliyah Kennedy here.
I'm leaning that way too, but I was given pause by Olivia Moore's games.
I know. It's
like
just,
she had some awesome games.
how much do we hold it against her that they're not winning?
We can't hold that much against her, can we?
No, she's really good.
Yeah, exactly.
And she's such a nice girl.
I don't know that.
She is. She's a nice girl.
Okay. But I don't know that.
Yeah.
Maybe she's really mean.
I'm telling you.
Okay. I'll believe it.
You just said Olivia Moore might be really mean?
I don't know.
That is ruthless.
How do I know?
How dare you?
Wait, have I ever met her before?
I'm over it. Probably not.
There's some really mean comments.
What are they?
Francis says we can all rest comfortably knowing that it was not brain matter. Because you can't lose that which you don't possess. It's not nice.
That's pretty good, though.
And then, as someone who's experienced a lot of head injuries, Muffin. Yeah.
Here's the thing.
And then Elma Athletic says Monty plays Tumwater in Adna this week. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, they're playing in an Adna tournament.
Wait, does it say and Adna or in
It does say and Adna.
It says
but
and Adna.
Hold on a second. Let me look that up because.
And then, but it's also weird to me that Elma Athletics just commented something that Monty's doing.
Well, no, it's not weird because we were talking about how Monty has a tough schedule coming up.
Yeah,
That was something we said.
Yeah, but
Elma
Why does
Athletics,
Elma
why
care?
do they even know what Monty's doing?
Elma, what are you
Daniel,
guys
They're
doing
playing
this week?
RA. No, they're
We're
playing.
all in the same county
Okay,
together.
they're
Right.
playing back to back on literal back to back days. RA long.
Literal?
Do you
they're
mean,
playing-
like, literally,
When
or
you
literally
don't
not
say literal
literally?
before it, is that not actually what's happening? Like if you told me they were playing on back-to-back days, but you didn't say literal before it,
There
should
could
I
be-
not believe you?
Maybe there's a weekend in between. Maybe it's Friday, Monday.
Bro.
I feel like you hitting your head made us switch roles, and what you just did to me is like something I would have done to you. On back-to-back days, literally, Monty plays R.A. Long and Tumwater, but it's at the Adna tournament. So there's like an Adna holiday tournament. So on the 29th.
Dude, why is Monty still participating in Adna things after what happened this offseason?
I don't want to talk about Teander Olson. It hurts. It still hurts. I'm not over it yet.
So Aaliyah Kennedy?
I think so.
All right.
I think the Olivia
it.
Moore, I love the Olivia Moore angle. And there's a part of me that's like, there's a part of me that's like, there's not that often that we're like, oh man, it's a really hard choice. And we lean towards this player who plays on a team that might not win that much, who had an amazing week.
Right.
And then we have another player who's just amazing all the time.
Yes. That is the dilemma.
That's the dilemma,
Yes.
because Aaliyah Kennedy is just amazing all the time,
Yeah.
and we think her team is going to be really good.
And her sister was like almost named the snub of the like.
Did
we name the award
we
after her?
named the Chloe Kennedy Award the Snub of the Year Award.
Did we?
We did.
Because also Trevor, wasn't it Trevor? Or
Pierce.
Trace. Trace Ridgeway.
Pierce is their dad.
Also
Dang it,
had.
I always make that mistake.
That's weird.
It was the Trace Ridgeway. We did that to
so many people.
Isaiah Pierce.
Yep. So Aaliyah Kennedy for in 3 games scoring, let's see, 47, 55 points. Let's see, 27, 36 rebounds. I'm doing math. Like 12 assists. Oh wait, no, some of those are assists. She had a lot of things.
So many stats.
Aaliyah Kennedy is our Spivey Realty Athlete of the Week. Congratulations. I'm sure this isn't her first time, is it? Is it her first time?
Can't be. No. She had one last year.
Okay. So she is now plateaued. She has not peaked. She has plateaued.
Yeah.
In her career athletically.
She's
you are
real
a
good at
Spivey
basketball.
Athlete of the Week. Yes, she is really good at
Oh,
basketball.
well, do it again where you say the sponsor.
Our Spivey Athlete of the Week?
Yeah, because I talked while
over
you were
it.
talking. Yeah.
Thank you. Crap, I keep forgetting to send them things. I think I'm supposed to send them things.
Kevin doesn't watch the show. So.
Yeah,
It's time for a commercial break.
What are you doing?
What you did. I'm doing what you did.
Literally what you did, Justin.
Not literally.
Literally.
Literally, basically.
Now I can't even find this thing. There we go.
Spivey Realty Group's goal is to make buying, selling, investing, and renting real estate in Grace Harbor simple. They believe in 100% transparency and unparalleled communication with local expertise, tech-enhanced, and top-notch service for their friends, neighbors, and community. Their goal is simple: get a group of strong-willed, hard-working people together who want to make a difference in Grace Harbor and to use real estate as the means of achieving that. Voted Grace Harbor's best real estate company. Find them on Facebook or visit graceharborrealestate.com. Spivey Realty Group, elevating small town real estate.
Welcome back to the Scrimmage, which is brought to you by Spivey Realty Group and the Law Office of Jeffrey A. Domashevitz, no relation. And I am Justin Domashevitz. Daniel Hargrove is here with me as well. He's my co-host, and our trusty producer, Andrew Gross. We have just named Hoquiam High School star basketball player Aaliyah Kennedy our Spivey Athlete of the Week. We also strongly considered Elma's Olivia Moore, and we mentioned Montesano's Mason Fry as well. We're going to have a lot more basketball season to play, and there's going to be a lot more chances for us to recognize a lot of these kids who will shine. Daniel, what game are you broadcasting tomorrow? Is it Aberdeen again?
Staircase thing.
Oh, Daniel's climbing up the stairs to get back into the show.
I did that terribly, by the way.
I think you nailed it.
I'm broadcasting the Aberdeen Hoquiam game.
Boys or girls?
Boys.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you'll get to see firsthand
Yeah.
what we were just talking about with the defensive matchups.
Yeah. I'm super excited.
So just as like a slight preview, Pax, you have to go back to your bed. You're going to get in trouble.
dude, Pax is
Go to
getting in
bed.
trouble, and
Go to
it's
your
your
bed.
fault.
Outside. Okay. So Pax is a dog, by the way, in case anyone was wondering.
You got Pax in trouble.
I didn't mean to.
Gosh.
Daniel, I do want to move on, and we'll do the 2-minute drill probably in a minute here.
At some point.
But
We tend to do that.
we talked about if you were Aberdeen,
Yeah.
what would you do to stop Lincoln Nemi? if you were Hoquiam,
I
what would you do?
would try and like disconnect the battery to his car.
Lincoln?
Yeah, so he couldn't drive to the gym.
Yeah, because he'll score a lot of points on
Yeah.
you. And he'll do it in a way that can kind of sneak up on you. Like sometimes
That's-
I've watched
dude, that's-
Lincoln and I thought, oh man, he's not having that great a game. And I look up and he has 24 points.
Yes, that is so valid, and it's
Yeah.
weird because you're watching him all the time.
Yeah.
And you're like, he's not having that good. 29 points.
Yeah. What would you do if you were Hoquiam to stop Jacob Quezada and the barrage of 3-point shots? Because he's a high volume shooter, but he also shot something like 39% last year on threes.
And I'm not sure if this is every night, but he was actually the 6th man
Okay.
in the game that I covered. And I don't know if that's every night or how they're doing it, but you got to have the thing about Quezada is the offense doesn't run through him. And so you don't really want to be like, all right, we got to focus on him no matter what. And yet he'll pop up and hit you for 25 points. And you're like, crap, maybe we should have been more focused on Jacob Quezada. But that's the problem. Like, Isaac Garcia is the guy who has the ball in his hands a lot. And yet he's not the person who's bringing the ball up the court because Riker Scott will dismantle you as well. Like, it's hard to pick a guy to focus on.
And the 6'4" Luke Martin will beat you up on the inside.
Dude, it was really funny. I talked to Luke after the game.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, I had like 5 people come up to me today and ask if I'm 6'4".
I'm sorry, but he's not.
He's not.
He's a tall kid. He's probably like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah,
he's not
probably-
6'4".
He's probably 6. He might be 6'2".
Yeah.
Yeah. He's definitely taller than me.
He's tall. Oh, he towers over me. I'm a short guy.
Yeah, but he's not 6'4".
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's the tough thing about Aberdeen is you don't know which.
It's going to be like every single episode now.
Yeah.
We talk about how Luke's not 6'4".
Easy.
And hopefully he doesn't take it personally.
Why would he take it personally? It's just stating a fact. He's
Yeah.
not 6'4".
I don't know.
What it is the basketball coach writing somebody down as 6'4", just like
Whoa.
I had a basketball coach write me down as 6'1" at one point. That's not accurate.
I don't know if this is like a typical thing that all basketball coaches do.
Yeah.
But when my son was in high school, they had all the kids in a line. They went, you're 5'10", you're 5'11", you're 6'2", you're 6'3", you're 6'4". They didn't measure anybody, and they put they do kind of a strategic thing with the heights. Like
What was the strategic thing?
Well, the tall guys, they want you to think that they're shorter than they are. And then like Peyton, he was a guard who played big, so they always listed him shorter than he is. So they wanted him to be 5'9", even though he was 5'10" and a half.
Why in the world? And that is censoring myself a ton.
Yeah.
Why in the world would that ever matter?
If you weren't
Like, the
censoring
amount-
yourself, what would have been the words?
Like,
Lots
are
of
the
bad
coaches-
words.
Are the coaches looking
Like-
at the opposing team's height,
Roster height?
and strategizing?
Like, yeah,
They
like
shouldn't
I'm
be,
not gonna watch film
because
at all.
people
I'm just
lie
gonna
about
look at
that.
how tall these kids are and
do you-
develop my whole strategy from.
Do you
Oh,
think it's-
they've got a 6'3" guy.
So you're
That's the stupidest
you're saying
thing
it's
I've
more
ever
like
heard.
it's
Knowing
less about
football
strategy
coaches.
and it's more about apathy. Like
Yes.
you're like they're not doing it as a way to be like, well, my big guy's actually 6'6", but I want everyone to think he's 6'4". You're saying that they're like, we don't actually care about this. I'm just gonna put a height on everyone.
100%.
Okay,
Yes, that is what I think. Because
I accept that.
I really hope nobody's going, if they think we're only 6'3", then they won't actually cover this guy down low.
I think that might actually be happening sometimes, but I can't
Probably.
prove it.
My favorite is the Meridian football coach who's like, oh, yeah, that kid's 5'10", 190 pounds. And you're looking over at him and you're like, that 6'5" behemoth who's at least 4 bills? Doubtful, coach. Yeah. I think they
Well, that was
come
his
from a land-
preseason weight.
They
Yeah.
He gained 60
Preseason
pounds
height,
during the
weight.
season.
Yeah.
Height and weight. Yeah.
Dude, I think any guard-heavy team that's not R.A. Long is going to have a hard time with Aberdeen because I don't know how you pick who you're going to like focus on. You just got to tell your guys, hey, the entire team has to play good sound defense, and if we realize that one of their players is hot, then maybe we can shift some focus to that guy. But otherwise, y'all just got to play good defense.
And at the same time,
And you know what the main thing is? Take care of the basketball.
yeah,
They do their best when they're flowing off of tipped passes.
yeah,
So you got to make sure you're dribbling carefully. You're not getting ambushed by Zanto Rea from behind because you thought you were just working on whoever is covering you on ball. And you weren't thinking about, oh, man, a double team could be coming out of nowhere. And you got to make sure you're making good passes. Because when Aberdeen gets you into a chaos game, that's where they thrive. They want things to be flowing. So that's what I would say.
Nick thinks that Aberdeen will be fortunate to finish third in league.
Well, that's tough. So fortunate, I struggle with that phrasing a little bit.
Well, remember, he watched the RA Long game.
Right. So in
That's what he's going
in the
off
2A Evergreen League, and maybe, as things go on, we will discover that it's different from what we thought.
Yeah.
WF West, not as good as normal.
Right.
Tumwater, not as good as normal. Still good, not as good as normal.
Right.
And Black Hills, better than normal, but normal is toilet. So I think like the Evergreen 2A League, if I were to say, oh, okay, Aberdeen finishes third in Evergreen League, that might be the most logical scenario. I could totally see that. Like, if you were to tell me, I think if I were to pick all different options for how the league ends up, Aberdeen will end up third. That's the average. That seems logical to me. But to think that, like,
the average would probably be, I could see
if
that.
you assume that let's say Tumwater.
Yeah.
And
Tumwater, WF West.
Let's say Tumwater and Black Hills. Okay, so there's 4 teams that are all maybe in the same ballpark. Tumwater, WF West, Black Hills, Aberdeen.
Yeah.
Let's say they overcome one of those teams. They don't overcome 2 of them. They finish third in league. You could convince me definitely that is the most likely scenario. I don't think it's the most optimistic scenario. I think the most optimistic scenario is that they are better than people think they are, and that they can overcome and take one of those top 2 spots in the league.
I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
And I was right about to just jump in wholeheartedly and agree with you. And then Nick said, didn't someone mention that they should listen to Nick more earlier? And that was me.
I'm not even necessarily
That was
saying that
me who said that.
I'm not even necessarily saying that Nick is wrong.
Justin would never say anything like that about anyone.
Look,
That's
if
true.
Anacortes wins, I will eat my hat.
Which hat?
Not that one. The one that I make out of bread.
Bread hat. I forgot
Rat.
about the bread hat.
Yeah.
That's a tasty hat.
All I'm saying is
Delicious way to Welsh on a
at
bet.
this point at this point in the season, I don't feel like it makes any sense to say that Aberdeen's best case scenario or most optimistic end is to finish third in league.
Right.
I think it's way too premature for that. Maybe some more games will be played, and we'll be able to get an idea of where these teams stand. Right. But right now, I think Aberdeen should be trying to push towards the top of that league.
Yeah. I gotta say, I just really wish that Aberdeen had a tall dude.
Yeah.
Like if
like
Aberdeen,
a 6'4" guy like Luke Martin.
If Aberdeen had a 6'6" senior who was good, this team would be really good.
Yeah.
They just need one big post dude. Because while it is possible for a team full of short, talented people to be good, it's definitely harder than if you just have one big guy.
Yeah, and you're always going to run into a good team who also has the size.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like when Hoquiam had that team, I know this is going to the way back, but they were so freaking good, and they were all juniors, and they had a 6'6" dude, and they were awesome. And then all of a sudden the 6'6" dude didn't play the next year, and they were still really good and went to state, and you're like, man, really help if they had that 6'6" guy.
Daniel, the other day, I was talking to Peyton.
Yeah.
This is about Hoquiam.
Okay.
No one has ever forgiven him.
The other day, I was talking about Peyton, and we were talking about like Hoquiam's all-time scorers and where Lincoln might end up on that list. And he was like, "Well, okay, so that class that you talk about, like those freshmen that played all the way through, like describe those guys to me." And I was like,
Well, then,
Okay. I was like, you want me to spend 15 minutes describing Jared Steen, Jack Adams, and Jace Farner to you? Okay.
Literally like 1, 3, and 5 on Hoquiam's all-time scoring list.
Yes,
all
please.
On the same team.
Can I?
Yeah.
How much time do you have? Because I
Right.
would like to talk to you about all those guys for half an hour.
Seriously, that's before we even get into the bit players. Oh, you just got my blood pressure.
I'm
up.
worked up now.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's where I'm at with this Aberdeen team, especially because 2A is a little different than 1A, right?
Yeah.
Like
So different.
There's twice as many A's.
twice as many A's, bro. But what you see, Andrew, the thing is,
I'm sorry.
is I think in my head, I'm like, oh yeah, you can be a successful team with a lot of little dudes in 1A.
Right.
In 2A,
because you might not run into the
Right.
team who's also good but has height.
and in 2A, it is much more likely that you're going to run into a good team who also has that monster in the middle where you're just like, well, great. We literally can't do anything about that guy. Yeah. Except for foul him in the thigh. Like, that's, like, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's really tough. So, yeah, man. Aberdeen, become a 1A team, man. Join our dream league of Aberdeen, Hoquiam, Elma, Montesano, Rochester, and Tenino.
This is
Please.
gonna happen in like
2035.
I was trying to figure out. We're all gonna be in our like 70s, and it's gonna be like, I've been saying for 50 years that we should do this.
Nick says Centralia at RA Long tomorrow. That's going to be a bloodbath.
Is Centralia going to score? That might be one of the most lopsided scores of
Might be
the
a shutout.
season,
That's
and they're
brutal.
both 2A teams.
It's going to be like, I would not be
should
surprised at all if the score coming out of Centralia is single digits.
Dude,
If this is like a
Here's-
72-9 game.
here's
A
how
shutout
old I am.
Shouldn't happen.
You're not in
Because
basketball.
In the third quarter, you should have enough tail end guys, and the other team has a chance to score some, right?
I mean, well, when RA Long played Aberdeen had 15 points at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah.
Right,
And
which
they scored
that's-
11 in the
Yeah,
fourth.
sure.
In
That's-
boys
yes,
basketball,
you're right about that.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
In girls basketball, I've definitely seen teams where, like, I've seen Montesano girls basketball teams where their 5 worst players on the team were all really good freaking athletes, and so they weren't good at scoring.
but they weren't going to allow scoring.
Exactly, they were really good defenders, and I was like, I genuinely felt bad for the teams they were playing.
And you wish you were on those teams.
no,
The Monty teams.
no.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I mean, it'd be fun to go to.
You
state
wanted to
every
wear
year.
maroon so bad.
Dude. Crimson all the way.
I'm buying you a...
Dude,
He
RA
has
Long.
a maroon basketball jersey, I believe.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it a Hoquiam maroon?
It's a Hoquiam Grizzles maroon,
Yep.
isn't it?
Yes, it is. RA Long beat Hawkinson 105-35 last week with only 8 guys.
So here's the thing, Nick.
and all I can say
they
is
allowed 35 points.
Suck it, Hawkinson.
Also, they allowed 35 points.
Take that, Hawkinson.
RA Long
What's
minus 37 and a half.
I'll take RA Long all day. Are you
Yeah.
talking about Centralia?
Hundo P.
I will take RA. I would take 57.5
Yeah.
RA Long over Centralia.
Hashtag don't bet on.
Hashtag don't bet on high
Dude,
school
you want to
sports.
know how old I am, Justin?
Yeah.
When I
Yes.
played high school sports, Centralia was really good.
At all of them?
At a lot of sports. Centralia and WF West were like even.
I don't
That's
know.
how old I am.
I don't know that world.
Yeah. Centralia, WF West were both awesome.
Justin's older than Daniel.
I'm older than
Also,
you, but I wasn't in that world when you
This
were
is-
playing.
I was gonna say I also am older than Daniel, but have no idea what other high schools were doing.
I
This was-
wasn't in the high school sports world until like 2010.
This is also back
I
when
swam
like
in high school.
Andrew was a good swimmer, by the way,
A Gwimmer.
against big schools. This is also
Against
back when
Bulls.
River Ridge was small enough to be in our league.
Yeah.
Like Hoquiam and River Ridge were in the same
Yep.
league. Let that sink in. Hoquiam, Elma, and River Ridge were in the same league.
It's sinking in right now.
Just let it marinate.
It's sinking in so far that I'm like, get out. Like you sunk in too far.
Yeah. N2 Media says Centralia used to be very good at basketball. They did. Man,
I just can't remember
Did the
it.
community change, or was it is it literally just like Hoquiam,
No,
where,
Bro.
where you had
Bro.
a good
Bro.
age group?
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Centralia is to Lewis County what Aberdeen is to Grace Harbor.
So it's also died, you mean? Okay.
Like,
And
wait,
all of the
are you
good
talking about like
athletes,
city wise or school wise?
both.
Okay.
So all of the athletes
Leave.
do not play in Centralia.
Gotcha.
The ones that can play in Chehalis
Gotcha.
Or Napavine.
or Napavine.
Or Adna.
They don't dip that small.
Just
no,
scarred.
You're right.
I'm
No,
scarred.
You're right though. Like
Well, they come from Willapa Valley and Montesano.
and
Adna athletes.
Justin, it's not so much the Montesano
Nick
thing,
says
but
that,
like it's
coach
just
retired, which that can have an impact
Yes.
on what you're talking about.
Yes.
Where like a really good coach retires, and now all of a sudden you can't keep your
Leonard
players.
Barnes. Leonard Barnes retires. You know, I mean, good coaches draw players. So if you're a football player or a big time athlete, do you want to play? You probably want to play for Terry Jensen.
I would.
He's a really good coach.
Yeah, he is.
If you're a big time athlete, you probably want to play for the Chehalis coach. I don't know. Like it's just
I admitted to Daniel on my way here that Terry Jensen is like the only local coach
that you're
who-
scared of.
Well, no, not
You
that
didn't
I'm
say scared, but
I didn't
you
say
wanted
scared
to.
of. What I said was he's the only local coach I can think of that I don't know what he thinks about me, and I care what he thinks about me.
Yeah.
Most of them, I'm either like I know they like me or don't like me, and I don't care.
Yeah.
But he's the one. Terry Jensen is the one where it's like sometimes I think he likes me, sometimes, and I do care.
Yep.
I care.
Dude, Nick with a couple of good comments here. He said Coach Brown retired, who was their coach before. And then he said he was the Bill Backamus of Centralia. Bill Backamus was the guy who made Mark Morris a program. Remember how nice he was when we interviewed
He was
him?
so nice.
Dude, that dude was awesome.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And then he said good coaches develop players. That's true. And that's how you build a program from the depths.
Yeah.
Is you have to take the tools you're given and make them better than what they are, so then your good players will want to stay. And that's what you need to do. That's how you got to do it.
And that's also how you attract good players.
Exactly.
Because when you've demonstrated that you can build
when you
can build good players, then the guys who are already talented want to
And
play
sometimes
for
a lot of it is also
100%.
like being able to have coaches who stick around, because most if not many of the programs that we have in our area have coach turnover like every 3 or 4
you.
years.
As a Cougar, I'm very triggered right now.
Bro, don't get me started. Chase hopping in. Are you talking about how Monty is the private school of the public schools? Yes.
Basically.
Chase, we all know that.
Monty and Chehalis.
Yeah, Monty. That's a great comparison, Monty and WF West. But a lot of that is due to coach turnover. You know, the one thing I'll push back on that though, we got some other coaches who don't turn over that much, and we've seen some ups and downs.
I'm like,
although I think Hoquiam football is probably on the way back up.
Yeah,
J-Mac's been there forever. He's super dedicated.
Yeah.
That's not the problem. He just had to make it through a downtime, largely I think due to COVID.
and Bridge has been a while in Aberdeen now.
That's true.
Like that's been a pretty long standing. I think that also the hard part for me as a Monty guy, Northwest guy, I in basketball
Hawaii
have
guy.
been struggling with the loss of players that I thought were going to be like the greatest players in the history of our program.
Dude,
Yeah.
Like if you go a few years back
who
to
was that kid's name?
Bjornsgaard,
Be a freaking Bjornsgaard,
Wesley
man.
Bjornsgaard as a freshman, who I can't even claim
doesn't
as a
make it fun of
native
me.
because he came from Acosta.
But that guy was going to be
He was
so
going to
good.
become the greatest boys basketball player in the history of Montesano. He transferred to Olympia or something. Capital. I can't remember where he went. Became like the third blessed.
The gall transferring out of Montesano. Did he not know the rule?
Didn't know the rule, Andrew.
Andrew, shut up. And then losing Tiander Olsen to
Yes.
Adna.
Which that one That one's the most annoying.
I'm still healing.
Dude, Teander Olson to Adna? Like, you're not even moving up. You're moving down.
I don't know, man. 1A girls basketball is down.
Worse than 2B girls basketball?
I don't know, man. 2B girls basketball is pretty good. Remember
Was
when
that a physical
Daniel?
move?
Do you remember when we were covering late playoff girls 1A basketball, and you and I were going, man, put the Jordan Spradlin teams in 1A girls basketball now?
Yeah.
They're crushing.
Yes. But those are some really good teams.
I know.
Those are some really good
But
teams.
they barely made it past regionals. Okay, so
here's
wounds.
dude,
Wounds.
this goes back way farther.
Wounds with people I barely even know.
So people want to act like this is a new thing.
Wait,
There's
what
a
is
kid. There's
transferring?
yeah.
Okay.
There's a kid. So I'm gonna give
Todd Bridge.
I'm gonna give two
Also.
examples, Justin.
Yeah.
One is where I'm like, hey, this what happened when I was a kid. There's a kid named Aaron Lampkin. When I was in 8th grade, Aaron Lampkin played for Aberdeen, and he was dunking.
Yeah.
He was the most badass basketball player.
Whoa.
All of us wanted to be Aaron Lampkin.
PG-13.
He was the freaking stud. After his freshman year, he transfers to Olympia.
Yeah.
You know what happened? He didn't do that great.
Yeah, because those guys transfer and they become like the 3rd or 4th best player on the team they
Yes.
go to. That's what happened to Wesley Bjornsgaard.
And it's what happened to the kid from Tenino.
And he still ended up having a really good high school career.
Who's the Tenino kid? Schau?
Oh, Shao.
Shao?
Yeah.
However you say
Noah
his stupidest
Shao.
name. He went from being like number 1 on a team that probably would have gone and done some things at state to like number 3 or 4 and nobody.
At any rate.
Yeah. Freaking Annie Wright. But
And
also,
they won the state title.
Then you go back even. Shut up.
Sorry.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Okay, I totally get that one. Then.
Yeah.
My bad, bro. And that
He's
that
number 3 or 4 with the best team in the state.
I actually get that one a little bit more because I'd rather be the worst player on the best team than the best player on the worst team. I've said that multiple times. Now let's go back to Sky Kearns.
Ooh, that's a long time ago.
That's 2004 Hoquiam basketball. Transfers out of Raymond to come play on the state title Hoquiam basketball team.
Yeah.
Now let's go back even further.
Whoa.
Oma Givens.
Oh, time machine.
Early
Aberdeen.
Early 90s Aberdeen basketball, transfers out of Pat County. I can't remember if it was Raymond or where he was from. He comes to play for
Somewhere
Aberdeen.
where they marry their cousins.
He comes for, whoa, you said it. He comes to play for
It's
Aberdeen.
okay, my wife is from there.
And he ends up at UCLA. Transferring to bigger places is not new. The weird one, Teander Olson going down to play for Adna. That's the weird one.
I would give Teander Olson the benefit of the doubt that if the argument
And
is...
I don't even blame the kids. I more think of the family.
Okay, so here's the thing. And trust me, as I have made it very abundantly publicly clear that Teander Olson was my favorite player last
So
year.
freaking good.
She was my favorite player last year.
Awesome. Yeah.
And like there's kids in the boys side of basketball who I personally know and love.
Yeah.
Teander was my favorite player to cover.
Mhm.
I'm a total sucker for aggressive guards who play defense and attack the basket.
Yep.
She might be my favorite player I've ever covered on the girls' side of basketball. So seeing her, and there's a lot of really good ones.
There's a lot of good ones.
Seeing her transfer somewhere else hurt me in a personal way
Yep.
with someone that I might have only said hello to in passing.
Yeah.
In a way that may seem illogical.
Yeah.
But in this particular situation,
Yeah.
we're looking at the landscape of 1A girls basketball, and I'm going, oh man, the teams that are succeeding at pretty high levels of 1A basketball are not very good.
You're right.
But the teams that are succeeding at the high levels of 2B basketball that I've seen are better.
You know what though?
2B girls basketball might be better than 1A girls basketball right now.
Around our area.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's where a lot of the best
Southwest
2B teams come from.
But you know what, Justin?
Yeah.
2A.
Yeah.
WF West.
Yes. My first question also, why didn't you go there? I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't answer that question.
I mean, is it as simple as coaching? Like,
It could be.
Like relationships.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
That's a good point. There's a lot of
Well,
things
the coach
we don't know.
the coach who coaches
Also,
in
the
Adna is a Willapa Valley coach. There's a local tie. between
Also,
counties.
yeah, he obviously recruits players because there's a Freeman that got jacked and played for Adna too, and Freemans are in Pat County, not in Lewis County.
Yeah, they screwed that up. Raymond did
Yeah.
over a hotel. is what I
And
heard.
two media calls Pride of Hoquiam, dude. I'm never
See,
gonna forget that.
The thing is, like,
Never
I
gonna
feel like
forget
when
that.
we have these conversations that I feel uncomfortable because I feel like I'm criticizing a decision that like a high school kid made. But really what's happening is that I'm in pain.
Yes.
Because I'm a sports fan. I'm a local
And
high
that's-
school sports fan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I thought I was going to have 2 more years to watch this player play.
Yeah.
And now I don't have it anymore.
And that's why I always try and ground myself as much as I am in pain about the kids who go to Monty and then the kids who go outside
See,
of
I
even
never feel
Monty.
pain about that.
Yeah,
Like,
shocker. What are the kids'
Weird.
names who play in Monty who used to be Hoquiam kids? There's a really good
You're
running
talking
back.
about the Eatons?
Eatons.
Yeah.
As much as that gets me, I then remember, oh yeah, Sky Kearns was from Raymond.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Oma Givens was from Raymond. Like, we steal from them, and we're happy about it. There was some poor team.
Aberdeen.
There was some.
Annika Hollingsworth
Yeah,
from softball last
Yes.
year. She came from Acosta.
yeah. There was some poor team in Alabama somewhere that was supposed to have a kid named Emmy Johansson, but somehow he ended up in Hoquiam my junior year.
There was some poor random
And he was
street
from
ball-
Iceland.
street ball team that was supposed to have some kid named Delon Chan, and
Yes!
he came to Montesano.
I freaking love Delon Chan.
He's back, by the way. He goes to Seattle U now.
What?
Yeah.
Is he hooping?
He's only intramural. Peyton's been in contact with him.
Dude,
now.
I love that guy.
They're trying to organize getting together and playing together again.
Dude, I love me some Delon Chan.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, if we just start,
Same, bro.
I feel like
We
our
didn't do
show,
2-minute drill yet.
Our show is just gonna turn into a total rant, and the like we
Turn
are,
into? What do you mean?
What have you been
What have we
doing?
been doing for the last 40 minutes? It's a total rant about Tiander Olsen and Delon Chan
We just brought
and
up
Jared
Delon Chan.
Steen.
Dude, you just threw a Jared Steen to get me going.
No, because I said that the other day. Remember? I told
Yeah.
you Peyton asked me
Yeah.
about. He literally asked me to describe the Hoquiam
What did you
guys.
say?
I described all their games.
Did you describe that triple overtime game against La Center where Ryan Espinal threw the most amazing behind the back saving the pass from going out of bounds to Jace Varner?
I did. I also spent so much time. Here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
Here's the thing. Jack Adams and Jared Steen.
Dude, Jack Adams.
Jack Adams and Jared Steen. Pretty easy to describe.
Yeah.
Jace Varner takes more words.
Dude.
Like, he's the third of 3, but he takes more words to describe what he does.
100%. my
Hundo
guy.
P.
Dude.
King.
Name someone with a higher basketball IQ than Jace Varner.
Me.
He's also humble.
Why'd you laugh? Hey, I have an idea.
Should we do the 2-minute drill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get it going with the 2-minute drill.
Let's go, hurry up! Gotta hurry. Hey, 2-minute situation, 44 seconds, hand the ball around. Gonna do it right. 3 jet Buckeye, don't worry.
The 2-minute drill starts now.
Old Man Rivers, who is 44 years old, came out of retirement and engineered a game-winning comeback over the Seahawks, or did he? Justin, was Nick right, or are the Seahawks only good against that are cheeks? Yeah, Daniel, you might be onto something there. Phillip Rivers did come back out of retirement to play the Seahawks, and yeah, bad job by you for writing this because you wrote this question before the Seahawks actually ended up winning that game.
And you also answered your own question.
Jorge Polanco signed with the New York Mets for a 2-year and $40 million contract. Daniel, Was this too steep a price for the former M's DH/second baseman?
Yes, it was. Andrew, you can hit the buzzer because this has just been absolutely ridiculous.
I thought I literally
also-
saw a post saying that Jorge Polanco was about to sign with the Mariners. What happened there?
The Mets offered him some cash, man.
I saw.
Also, Evans'
Are you
rankings
sure
hopping
you
in.
read the whole thing?
Evans,
Sorry.
Matt Evans. Is it Matt? Dude,
Yeah,
I
Matt.
just second
It's Matt.
guess.
It's Matt.
Do you ever
It's
say somebody's name and then you're like, oh crap?
No.
That happens to me all the time. Harbaugh, right? He hops in and says, "Looks like I'm late. Great show, everybody." It has not been a great
It's
show.
not been a great show.
But
Matt, you're wrong about that.
It would be entertaining if you want to go back and listen to it. Somebody else says, "Oh hey y'all, I don't know who you are, but hey man, glad you're here." Is it Tenorman or Ten or Man?
It's Ten or Man.
Or is it Tinnerman?
Tenorman. Could be any of those. Justin just read his own 2-minute drill question about the Seahawks being cheeks. Except for when they play teams that are cheeks.
I just thought it was funny.
Are they?
Yeah.
Daniel wrote this 2-minute drill question
I
before
did.
the Seahawks
the
game was over.
depths of anger.
He wrote it as if Phillip Rivers had led a game-winning drive.
It was right before the drive started. I was like, they're gonna get at least a field goal. What I didn't anticipate was then Sam Darnold then producing the same feat. Really,
Which
it was
you-
just
Which you should have anticipated.
And really, it was just Jackson Smith and Jigba going like, "Hey, I'm gonna catch this pass and run for 30 yards, and I'm gonna take over." Which, dude, that guy's real good.
Yeah,
I really
he's
need to
almost 200 yards above the next person in the receiving yards.
So he's dropped off then.
Dude, I really need to
It
like.
was better than that earlier in the year.
Well, this game wasn't a barn burner, Justin.
My daughter keeps saying she's Sam Darnold. I really need to push the Jackson Smith and Jigba because
Can she say Jackson Smith and Jigba?
she can.
Yeah, she can.
She can say Jackson
Yeah.
Smith and Jigba
She
way
can.
better than that
She's
broadcaster.
James
from
right
New
now,
York.
though. She's James right now.
Oh, okay.
Remember, this is the girl who picked Randy Arozarena and pronounced his name perfectly to be her favorite player.
Yeah. One of the first full phrases that Veda ever said to me was, "I'm Randy."
I'm Randy.
I'm Randy. I said, "Hey Veda, how are you?" And she looked at me and said, "I'm Randy."
And she was 1.5.
And she looked at me with that angry Arozarena face.
Yeah.
Just mad.
She
Anyway,
gets into character, man.
should we move on to my favorite part of the show?
Oh.
Because 2-minute drill was such a flop. So
Serving questions up on a silver platter where the points are made up and the rules don't matter. Time for Stump Daniel.
Stump Daniel's brought to you by the law office of Jeffrey A. Damashevitz.
So glad it said Daniel in the show sheet instead of Stump Dan.
Stump Dan. I fixed that. You're welcome, by the way. You know, I don't know if I've told you this
Francis is
before.
so disappointed.
I don't know if I've told you this before, but sometimes my daughter and I have this running joke now where sometimes she says, "Hey, Dad," but
Yeah.
every once in a while it sounds like she's saying, "Hey, Dan."
Oh.
And so she recognizes now when she does it, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Dan." So
Sometimes
that's
my kids say when they want to get under my skin, they go, "Hey, Daniel." I'm like, I am dad to you. Stop it.
"You are under me, you underlings. You are my subordinates."
Exactly. You don't get to call me Daniel.
Yeah.
What
So
about Dan?
Dan, here's the deal. When old man Grandpa Phillip Rivers
Okay.
seemed like
Rivers.
Whedon, yeah. When old
that's
man
an old
Rivers,
joke.
that's a deep cut. When old man Rivers was announced
Sorry.
as being signed to the practice squad, a whole bunch of graphics came out of who are the oldest NFL quarterbacks who have ever started a game. So I have in front of me
In front of you.
the 10 oldest quarterbacks to have ever started an NFL game.
Wow.
Excluding Phillip Rivers because this came out on Wednesday. So
Okay.
Daniel, I want to give you 5 guesses.
Okay.
If you can get 5 of the guys on this list, you are in the Beef zone.
Okay.
4, Coug zone.
Okay.
3, Husky zone.
Oh, don't like that.
2 or less, duck zone.
Oh,
So hit me with some quarterbacks.
Eugene, Oregon.
Hit me with some quarterbacks. Of the top 10 list, can you guess 5 of the guys?
Dude, have you ever heard about how awful Eugene, Oregon is?
Eugene, Oregon?
Can we just like filibuster for a while about how bad that place is?
Yeah. I've never been there, but I heard it sucks.
I heard that they have a lake that's just filled with poop, and
Yeah.
that's where they get all their water from.
I heard it rhymes with something that is something that rhymes with ducks. Like it sucks because sucks rhymes with ducks.
Yeah.
And if it rhymes, you know it's true.
Something else rhymes with ducks.
British rhyming slang tells us that that's important. Bro, are you turning into a Nephilim right now?
I might be a werewolf because there's so much dog hair on
so
my
much
head.
dog hair.
Anyway,
All right.
Daniel, hit me with some quarterbacks.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady is number 1 on the list. 45 years and 158 days. He's the oldest quarterback to have ever started an NFL game.
What an old fart.
Such a fart.
Dude, he looks like... Did you ever watch that show
Yes.
where that guy was like cloned himself?
No.
And like Tom Brady was like randomly in there as a cameo, and they're
Yes.
basically insinuating that he cloned himself to make
No.
himself younger. I need to find that show.
No. I've never seen that.
Crap.
Okay, hit
Is
me
that
with
a
another
Bateman
one.
show?
Another quarterback.
Warren Moon.
Warren Moon is 4th on the list. You're 2 for 2. 44 years and 8 days. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs when he made that start.
Let's go. I like to send weird things on text messages. Brett Favre.
Brett Favre is number 9 on the list. So you are correct. No, he's in the top 10, so you're right.
Oh, I'm just going for top 10?
Top 10. You got to get 5 of the top 10. You've got 3 for 3 so far.
I thought I was going 5 for 5, the top 5.
41 years, 71 days. Brett Favre is correct. Don't check any text messages from him that have images attached.
Don't do it.
You're 3 for 3, though. Hit me with another one.
This must be regular season games. Because Tom Brady was 45 years old and 166 days when he started the wild card playoff game in January 16.
Look, this came from Fox Sports, so anything on
Fox
here,
Sports.
anything on here
Well,
that's incorrect is their fault.
I'm assuming that this is or because of that it makes
Wait,
sense.
put that
this
down.
list
Daniel can see it.
is, This list, no, he can't.
Dude,
Okay.
I can, but I'm not going to look. I've got good eyesight. You guys both have crap eyesight. Sorry.
Eyesight.
Chase says Tom Brady cloned himself, and the clone is Drake May.
Yeah, he's right
Justin
about
just
that.
got super excited.
He's right about that. No, he's right. He's right about that. Yeah.
Justin hated Tom Brady.
Although they lost
but
today,
Drake
so
May.
they lost today, so not as excited.
All right, now is where I have to start getting like, I'm gonna say Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning not on the list.
Crap.
So that's your first strike.
All right,
Daniel,
now,
you have 3 correct in 4 guesses, so you can still get Coug Zone if you get this last one right.
All right, so I've got Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, Tom Brady,
Yeah,
and Warren Moon.
correct.
I recognize.
There's a
one
couple
of these
more.
names.
Well, you recognize more than that.
I'm looking
There's
at
a
the top
lot of
5.
modern guys.
Sorry, I'm only looking at the top 5, and I
Okay.
recognize one of the other names.
So
Okay.
And
I'm not
honest-
guessing here. I
like,
just
they're
want to.
not old. I
Okay.
just didn't know that name.
I want
Okay.
to start giving you thought process.
Yeah, go
okay,
ahead.
So I'm not guessing
Yeah,
of different dudes who I'm like, wow, you're kind of old.
yeah.
Matt Hasselbeck,
Mm-hmm.
but I think he looked older than he was because he was like balding.
I think that was a problem.
Yeah, super bald.
He
Ran-
looked 50 at 35.
Yeah. Randall Cunningham
Yeah, he played a long time.
played a long time.
Yeah.
Drew Brees.
Mm-hmm. Yep, played a long time.
Bart Starr.
Okay.
I feel like he played a long time.
Well, that was a long time ago.
That
so
was like-
actually, I have no idea.
It was like goober old time. That was like when he like still kicked the ball because he was the quarterback. Like that's old.
He was a quarterback / kicker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
gosh, man. Oh, crap. It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah. We got to wrap up this show.
Sorry.
You got to make your last guess.
I'm going to go Drew Brees.
Drew Brees is number 7 on the list at 41 years and 354 days. You
Coug
are
Zone.
successfully in the Coug Zone, getting 4 out of 5. I'm going to give you the top 10 list from 1 through 10. Tom Brady, 45 years, 158 days. Number 2,
66 days.
okay. Number 2, Steve DeBerg, 45 years, 279 days.
Steve DeBerg.
Number 3, Vinny Testaverde.
Oh!
44 years,
Yes.
26 days.
26, yeah.
Warren Moon, you got that right. 44 years and 8 days. Doug Flutie,
Flutie!
42
Well, now
years.
it's Phillip Rivers there. at
42.
number 5.
Well, I said off the bat, Phillip Rivers not a part
I
of
know.
this list.
I just wanted to put where he
42 and
point out where
70. Thank
he
you.
fits in.
Thank you, producer. Appreciate that. Number 6, you're going to feel
I don't
dumb for
think
not
you
getting
think
this
so.
one. Aaron Rodgers,
I don't like that guy.
42 years and 5
still
days. Number 7, Drew
Is
Brees.
he playing or is he like in Ayahuascaville?
Both.
Yes.
Ayahuasca.
He's playing in ayahuasca.
Did I say ha instead
did.
of I?
Yeah.
Dude, my bad, King.
Drew Brees, you got that one right. The next one is number 8 is Earl Morrall. This was a Dolphins quarterback in the 70s. 41
Justin
years
remembers
and
it fondly.
198 days. I looked it up. Next one is Brett Favre. You got that one right. And then number 10 is Raiders quarterback George Blanda.
Oh.
41 years and 54 days. I think you got most of the ones, aside from Flutie and Rodgers.
Yeah.
You pretty much got the ones that I thought you would get. So
Vinny Testaverde was the one that I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I recognize that
yeah,
name.
yeah, yeah.
I am who you thought I was.
Yeah.
You stole my baseball. What the?
This is symbolic.
Do a splitter.
What do you think I'm doing right now?
I think you're. I don't know.
Do a splitter? Oh, it hurts. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, this is a splitter. Ow.
Yeah, well done. You're getting better.
Ow. Gosh dang it, that hurts.
Now throw it.
Don't throw a splitter. Throw a circle change
Okay.
instead.
Yeah.
It's for the small-handed
Okay.
people.
I think that's going to do it for our show today.
Yeah.
So, for my co-host Daniel, the pride of Hoquiam, Hargrove,
Anytime you say it, I'll just lean in. And my co-host, Justin, literally 2 games in 2 days, Damashevitz.
and our trusty producer, Andrew, the triggered Coug. Gross. He got triggered real early in the show.
Yeah, you're listening to the
Literally. I
scrimmage.
said
Or you
literally.
listened. You've
You know what?
listened.
I oversaid literally one time. Like, you couldn't have let it go.
It was just so perfect.
You literally couldn't have let it go.
Literally,
I literally didn't. You know what?
Did you literally didn't, or literally didn't?
I'm confused.
I
now.
don't know what's
now
going
I'm
on.
confused. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening, but I do know that Hannah wants us to